Good wishes, dear students. In this part, we will continue further with lesson 19, measure of central value in 11th class economics. So far, we have already gone through what does arithmetic mean and how to calculate arithmetic mean by shortcut method and by direct method. In discrete series, that is frequency array, we have seen how to utilize it in shortcut method and direct method. Now in this part, we will study calculation of arithmetic mean in a continuous series, that is frequency distribution series. Not frequency array, but frequency distribution series in a continuous series. Here we have seen that class intervals are given. Class intervals means up to certain limits, like marks are given. Marks 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, and 50 to 60. This is class interval. Okay. So here you will see class 1 and class 2. So here you will see that in direct method, shortcut method and step deviation method, three methods are given to calculate arithmetic mean. Now we will see through direct method. Direct method is sum x bar. X bar represents mean value. That is arithmetic mean. X bar is equals to sum of fm divided by sum of f. Okay. So m is the mid value of various classes. F is the frequency of each class, and sum of f is total frequency. Now direct method, we will see here that what is the class interval. Class interval are represented by L1 and L2. Okay, L1 and L2. So here find out the mid value of each class and denote it by m. Mid value are obtained by adding the lower limit and upper limit of every class and then dividing it by 2. For example, mid value of class 20 to 30. Here it is 20 to 30. If you will see, then lower value L1 would be 20 and L2 will be 30. Okay. So here it will be L1 plus L2 divided by 2. This is the m value, which is the mid value of class interval. L1 is the lower limit, L2 is the upper limit. So what we will see, 20 plus 30 divided by 2, it would be 50 divided by 2 is 2.5. Okay, so this is the class interval. Okay, so 25. Here it is coming 25. 50 divided by 2, 25 is the m value. Fine. Now multiply the mid value of different classes by their corresponding frequencies and add up these multiples to get sum of fm. Here we will see with example 5, it will make you clear. Marks of students are given. This is marks of students and number of students. Number of students. Number of students who are getting marks between 0 to 10 are 5, 10, 10 to 20 is 10, then 20 to 30 is 25, 30 to 40 is 30, and 40 to 50 is 20, and 50 to 60 it is 10. So we will add this number of students, which will be our frequency. Frequency means number of times it is happening. So frequency is equals to what? 100. When we add all this value, it will come 100. So here we will see now mid value. Mid value we will take out mid value is the class interval. Class interval value, the mid value of class interval, which is represented by m. M I have already told you, L1 plus L2, that is the lower limit plus upper limit. So here L1 plus L2 divided by 2 will be the mid value of the class interval. So it will be 0 plus 10 divided by 2, it is what? 5. Then 10 plus 20 divided by 2, it will be 30 divided by 2 is 15, and so on till 25, 35, 45, 55. Okay. So this will be what? Mid value. Now multiple of mid value and frequency, that is Fm. This and this is number of students will be F. Okay. So this one and multiply with this Fm. What we will get? We will get 5 into 5, 25. Okay. Then 10 into 15, 150. 150. 625. 25 into 25, 625. Then 30 into 35, 1050. Then is 20 into 45, 900. 10 into 55, 550. So what will be sum of Fm? Sum of Fm is 3300. 3300. When we will add this, we will get 3300, which is the sum of Fm. Now, what we will do is, we will put this all into the formula, that is x bar, that is the mean value or the average mean we will take out, is equals to sum of Fm by sum of Fm. By direct method we are doing this. So it would be sum of Fm is 3300 divided by sum of F. Sum of F is 100. So what it will come? This will be deducted and 33 will come as the answer. So average marks of a student is 33. Average mark of a student is 33. Okay. So this is direct method. Now through shortcut method. Shortcut method, we have to just take the assumed mean, because in my previous classes also I have already explained to you that in shortcut method assumed means are being taken. The mean which we have assumed by our own from the class intervals or from the frequency, that is being taken as the assumed mean. Okay. So this we will study in our next part, that is finding the mean, arithmetic mean by the shortcut method. Okay students, so thank you so much.